The Bronx Bombers are buzzing. But Sunday morning, they were dealt a bit of a buzzkill. Deadline acquisition and human catalyst Anthony Rizzo has tested positive for COVID-19. Rizzo joins Garrett Cole, Jordan Montgomery, and Gary Sanchez on the COVID list for the Yanks. He's the 12th Yankee overall to be placed on the COVID-19 list this season. The Yankees are 8-1 since adding the Gold Glove first baseman. Hell hath no fury like a Rizzo scoring. The 32-year-old has been on a warpath since being cast aside by the Cubbies. Here's a look at his numbers in pinstripes. 9 games, hitting just south of 300, an OPS of nearly 1, 3 homers, 6 ribs, 8 runs. Rizzo also became the first player to ever record an RBI in each of his first 6 games as a Yankee. Joining us now with more CBS MLB insider Jim Bowden. JB, the Yanks dealt another blow here with an IL list starting to look like a pretty mean starting roster in and of itself. Anthony Rizzo, COVID positive, showing some symptoms. The silver lining here is that Luke Voit was activated today to return to that lineup. In your eyes, are the Yanks equipped to withstand this stint without Rizzo, as he's proven to be a driving force in his first week as a Yankee?
Yeah, no doubt, Joe. I mean, yes, the Yankees have the depth to hang with them during that time period, but I think we got to start with the fact that, we need to send our prayers to Anthony Rizzo. He was one of the players that decided not to be vaccinated. He's a cancer survivor, and so certainly our thoughts and prayers are with him. Hopefully his symptoms will remain minimal as they are as of now, but certainly there has to be concern there. And to your point, and I was there for Anthony Rizzo's first games when they were playing the Marlins in Miami, his presence and leadership, it's a difference maker. It is. And as you mentioned, the Yankees are 8-1 since they picked him up. And it's not just the 3 homers and the 6 RBIs, but defense around the bag, leadership in the dugout during games, which is always evident in the clubhouse as well. And when you test positive, obviously you have to go in isolation for 10 days. And that means he's going to even miss the Red Sox series, but you're also going to miss him in the dugout and in the clubhouse, not just him performing here. So it's a setback. But to your point, and I agree with it completely, they're equipped to withstand it because they didn't trade Luke Voit at the deadline. So even though GM Brian Cashman had conversations about Voit with other teams and was willing to move him, the fact that he didn't is a real plus here. Remember, just last year, Luke Voit led the National League with 20 home runs. He was the leader in home runs. And so he's activated. And look, Luke has a chance to do some damage here for the Yankees. Then they're going to need him to step up. So that is going to be big for him to be able to perform here while Rizzo is down. So can the Yankees continue to win without Rizzo? Yeah, of course they can. Trading for Gallo and Rizzo helps. Getting Voit off the IL helps as well.
Yeah, no doubt. Luke Voit offered an opportunity here to once again prove his worth as a Yankee, with Anthony Rizzo looking like a perfect piece from that left side of the plate. And as you said, the leadership that comes along with the Gold Glover. The Yankees are one of those teams that are reportedly above the 85% vaccination threshold, yet they're still one of the hardest hit here in baseball as we move closer towards the postseason. And if the Yankees are in that postseason picture, how detrimental can this be for their playoff push? Because 10 days at this point in the season can be season defining.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, the games are just as important in August as they are in September. They count the same amount. So losing those guys for 10 days, it is a factor. Now, the Yankees have had a lot of tests. Maybe it's a good thing that they get it behind them. And in September, maybe, they don't get it because they got it now. The other thing is, and again, we have to watch this and continue to get the data, but the Yankee players, most of them were vaccinated with Johnson & Johnson, and a lot of them have tested positive, where a lot of players that got the Moderna or the Pfizer aren't testing positive as much. But I don't think there's any doubt when the Yankees went to Miami on that trip, that is probably when they started getting it. And you can't control it. You just can't. You just got to hope that the vaccinations, those that are vaccinated, you got to hope that it works and that the symptoms stay away. And certainly we're praying for Anthony Rizzo, it stays away for them. But maybe for the Yankees, get this over with in August, and maybe other teams end up getting hit in September down the stretch. But again, every game matters between now and then. This is going to be a dogfight in the American League East. I mean, you talk about Tampa Bay, Boston, the Yankees, Toronto. I'm not going to be surprised if 3 of the 4 get in, but that means somebody is going home And so every game critical all the way to the end.
Aaron Boone alluded to as much on Sunday morning, sourcing it back to that trip in Miami. That is where Rizzo did make his debut as a Yankee as well. JB, let's zoom out for a second here, go to 30,000 feet, and just talk about the Yankees as a whole right now. 9 of 10 they're looking for here on Sunday. Hottest team in baseball since July 6th, making a push that Yankees fans and frankly everyone within that organization have been waiting on. How impressed have you been by the Yankees thus far, and is this sort of thing sustainable?
Yeah, it is sustainable. I mean, look, we knew they were underachieving all year, especially the offense. And I think when they got Rizzo and Gallo and had that influx of left-handed bats into that lineup, now all of a sudden the lineup is balanced. But more importantly, acquiring those two guys took pressure off of DJ LeMahieu, Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and Gleyber Torres. Because now you've lengthened the lineup. So now each guy doesn't have to perform. They can have a different hero, a different star every single night. DJ started hitting, Stanton has started to hit. So they're looking a lot better after those acquisitions. The other key during this run is, you look at the Yankees who have the best record in baseball since the All-Star break. And one of the keys has been the starting pitching. I mean, the starting pitching ERA has been 3.2 since the All-Star break. And is that sustainable? Yeah. Now, they just lost to Aroldis Chapman, who went on the IL over the weekend, their closer. But Jonathan Loáisiga jumps in and gets the save yesterday, his 4th of the year, and looks like he can get the job done. So, look, the Yankees are deep and they're strong. They're legitimate. To me, they look like a playoff team. I don't know if they catch the Rays, but I think they will get one of the wild card berths.
We got 52 games to play and a whole lot to figure out. He's Jim Bowden, and he'll be with us through it all. Thank you, JB.
Thanks, Joe.
All right, taking a look at the road ahead for the Yanks. Got a 3-game set ready to go against the Royals at home. Then they'll get the White Sox. That's going to be that classic that they're calling it out in Iowa. They're going to play in the cornfield for one of those games, but a big-time series there. Perhaps an AL measuring stick against the White Sox, who appear to have some postseason designs as well. They'll get the Angels and the Red Sox as well, wondering when they will get Anthony Rizzo back in this stretch. It's 10 days at least for Rizzo, who's COVID positive.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.